is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we are going to be talking about why me and Miles' third year at college sucked. So our third year at college started on 2019, and then we left college in 2020 because obviously the COVID pandemic had started, so we all had to self-isolate. And me and Miles are not even at college no more. So today I will be providing some reasoning of why me and Miles' third year at college sucked and why we didn't really like it and why we didn't even enjoy it. So anyways, let's begin, shall we? So, number one, bad start. So, a bad start, which is, of course, the college was located in our city. Well, me and Miles' college was at a city, but I can't say the location. So, the only way of getting into college is by going through the entrance. So the building that me and Miles go into is Minden House. And so basically, I don't know how you explain it. So we couldn't get to Minden House through the car park, so we had to go all the way round to the entrance, show our IDs. I mean, I don't mind showing my ID because that's one thing. And then we go through the campus and then we head over to our class. And then the entry point into the Minden House was so shit as well. Because our entrance used to be like, there's a door, and then on your right you have some stairs. So the new entry was at the garden entrance inside, and plus there was locks on them, and there was like codes where you could just type in on the door. I can actually remember the code as well, but I'm not going to say it. So that's one thing that was so bad at the start of my third year at college. And plus, Miles wasn't even there until a couple of weeks later he came back. And what did I do without Miles? I was kind of lonely, but I did have some classmates with me that I knew to look after me until Miles came back. So I was grateful for it. And then, a couple of weeks later, then Miles came back. So that was actually a great thing. Number two, times. So me and Miles start college about 9 o'clock. And then our college ends at 4 o'clock. And why do I have a problem with this? So me and Miles' previous courses that we've had, our start of college was 9 o'clock till 2:45. And we didn't even like the fact that the time was set to 4 o'clock that we end and we go home. And I know some colleges do have that, but for mine, I just think it's shit and gay, in my opinion. And do you want to know something? Actually, no. I'll get to number 4, and I'll tell you why I thought like 4 o'clock going home was shit. And I'll tell you something about it. So, number 3, one day at college. So, on the first day of college, we had our timetables. And Mondays was a day off for us. Tuesday, our class. So Monday, day off. Tuesday, we have work experience. Wednesday, we come to college to 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Thursday, work experience, and Friday, day off. Well, even though I didn't really mind a bit, but I still think that the time, like one day at college, was just shit. Because when we finished our second course at college, we had like 10 weeks like off college because we were finished for the summer. So we finished our course on July, and then we came back to college in September. And I was not quite used to it all. And I felt like I was still on holiday, you know, like not working or what. So I just wasn't used to it. And that's why I thought the third year at college really sucked because of that, though. But anyways, let's move on to the fourth reason. So, number 4, the teachers. So, teachers that me and Miles had. There was some teachers that we did like, but I'm not going to say who they are. But I mean, I'm going to say the 4 that I didn't really like or who weren't nice to me and Miles. But Miles may disagree with that, but that's his opinion. I can respect it. Excuse me. So there are 4 teachers that I can name, but I will not say their surnames. They are Rachel, Beverly, Daniel Griggs. Now, I did say I'm not going to say the surname, but I'll say Daniel Griggs, and Amanda. So, let's provide some reasoning about those teachers and why me and Miles didn't like. Well, I think Miles liked some of them, but those teachers I said is what I didn't like. Okay. So, Rachel. So me and Miles had Rachel till 10 o'clock, and then we have our lunch, and then at 1 o'clock back to class with Rachel to 3 o'clock. And there was something that I can remember as well, is the time me and Miles were quite tired. Do you know what Rachel said to us? She says that she doesn't care if me and Miles are tired. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How could teachers not care if someone's tired? Well, it's obvious anyway, because teachers don't care if children are tired or not, or, you know, I don't know how you'd say it. And also consider the fact that Rachel was giving us hard work to do, and I did kind of struggle as well, and I didn't really understand what the fuck to do. So, all of a sudden, Rachel was accusing me and Miles of, like, talking or what, though, and not working hard enough. And one time she did was threaten us. Not death threat, of course. Oh, sorry. I mean, like, knifing, sorry. You probably didn't know what the sign was. You probably thought I was doing the thing, but I can't say the word. So, she threatened me and Miles, like, if we do not work hard enough, then then me and Miles will have to stay in at lunchtime and do work and not eat lunch. Like, dude, that is so fucking wrong. Why would you do that to a student? Are you fucking kidding me? And then Rachel even splitted me and Miles up as well. Like we were on the PC as well. So she said to me and Miles that she's going to separate us next week. And Miles had to accept it. Even though I didn't like the fact that he did accept it, but I thought I didn't want to accept it. Like, how could I accept it though? Like, dude, it's just me and Miles having a chat and all. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I know some people have say, well, you have to do some work though. But dude, I do not give a rabbit's fuck if I have to do work. Because I would rather be, do you know what? I'm not going to continue with what I'm going to say there. Yeah, and then our TA I'm not going to say her name, said, I agree. Well, after when Rachel said, I think me, Mark and Miles are going to have to split up next week and like sit in a different computer. Yeah, she said, I agree. And then Miles had to accept it. But if I was him, I wouldn't even accept it. Do you know what we would just do? Just not go to college no more. So that's just what it is about Rachel. And now the next teacher, Beverly. Now at the start of my third year at college, Beverly was okay. But she was a bit mid, I would say. She was good and bad. And even I did say, let's make this time go so quick. Yeah, so like I said, I didn't like the fact that college ends at 4 o'clock instead of 2:45. So I said, let's make this time go so quick. Let's make this time go so quick. And then all of a sudden, Beverly started to get angry with me and saying, like, what does it make us feel if you have to say that make this time go so quick? Yeah. And then she went silent, and I went silent too. And then all of a sudden, I said it out of my mouth. I don't know. You asked me. And Beverly said, it makes us hurtful. And then she said, if I were you, whatever you say in your mouth, you should keep it to yourself. So I was quite embarrassed in front of my classmates as well. And even Miles did say to me that when I said the time goes quick, it offends the teachers. I do not give a fuck if that does offend the teachers. Because like I said, why would you go home? Like, why would you go home at 4 o'clock instead of 3 or 2:45? It's just one of the gayest times that I can ever think of. Like, seriously. We would rather go home at 3 o'clock. Okay? That's what I would rather do instead of that. Moving on to the next teacher, Daniel Griggs. Now, this is more of a Miles problem, because Miles has a problem with Daniel Griggs. So, in the classroom, like 9 o'clock to 10, we had Daniel Griggs. And we were talking about our lives or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And you want to know something, and this is so wrong of him. Daniel Griggs asked Miles, because Miles plays on his PlayStation, what though? Daniel said, so you sit on your ass playing games or whatever. Are you fucking kidding me? A teacher would like that would say to a student, you sit on your ass playing video games or what though? How is that even a fucking problem? I know some people are gonna say, well, they need to go outside, they're just being lazy. Well, they're not always lazy though, because they go outside, get some fresh air, or go into town, meet up with friends or whatever they do. So, what Daniel Griggs said to Miles was extremely rude, saying that he was sitting on his arse playing video games all the time. But I don't think Daniel Griggs knows how far he has his head up his own arse. Yeah, so, I mean, Daniel Griggs did not say anything about me, what's rude. It's just he said something about Miles was rude. And Miles does not appreciate what people say about him that's rude. So, yeah. Alright, final teacher, Amanda. Now, she was like the head. She wasn't the principal of college. Like, she was like the head of Minden House, I think. Now, why do I have a problem with her? So, well, we had her at like 9 to 10 o'clock instead of Daniel Griggs. Well, Daniel Griggs was like the TA, but Daniel Griggs was the teacher on his last day at college. Yeah, so when me and Miles were talking and all that, then Amanda all of a sudden said to everyone in the class, well, classmates and that, so this will be the last day that Miles and Mark are going to be sitting together. So next week, they're going to have to split up. Are you fucking joking me? This is why I think what the teachers do at college or whoever or schools, this is how I know that they do things that's so wrong. So fucking wrong. Like, it doesn't even matter if you have friends sitting next to you. Like, if you want to have a chat, you can. But teachers, they just have no common sense. Because they just don't like students sitting next to the friends, so they decide to split up. I mean, that is just so wrong. So first thing, the time, like days and all that, and the gates. So the only entry to going into college, so the only way of getting into college is from the entrance. So all those reasonings I said, this is the reason why me and Miles ain't at college no more. Because of all that. And it's not just that though. It's because of the pandemic, even though the pandemic is not as much now. So yeah, this is the reason why we left college. And what I think of college now is just completely woke. That is a college I would never go again. And same with Miles, he will not go there again. Alright guys, that'll be it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day and night to you all. Peace out.